Right, well, while this car is starting to warm up, oh shoot, I'm actually wearing my blue. It's 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. I don't even know. I just woke up though. No one wants to wake up at this time to go to the gym, but we're gonna go to the gym anyways. Workout complete. Did honestly like some of the hardest 15 minutes of cardio I've ever done my entire life because I was trying not to cheat and put my hands on like the holding machine. Or at least that was pretty honest work. I didn't feel like benching because I was benching the other days. Oh fuck. I feel like a lady. I'm holding so much stuff. 1 Birkin bag, 2 coats, Louis Vuitton. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just holding like gym stuff. Alrighty, all good to go. I don't know why this freaking car parked so close next to me, but I think social media has genuinely messed up the look and ideal version of success. Because you go on Instagram Reels, what do you see? Kids, teenagers, young adults, literally going from $0 to then millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. It's like, it seems like what's overnight success. And then you get people and you see people on your For You page, 20-year-olds buying their dream Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, $500,000 cars within 6 months, within 3 months, 2 months. And so that paints the picture that you think that's quite realistic and that's doable and you should be able to do that, when in reality, that's a 1 in a $1 million chance. Or 1 in a million chance, 1 in 10 million chance. The chance of that is happening is so low that genuinely you have to be lucky, and that has to be somewhat of a fluke in order to pull off, 0 to hero within a year. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm not saying it's purely luck, but the chances of that happening to every single individual who just feels slightly motivated is merely a joke. Every single individual, whether you like it or not, has always had that burning desire and motivation in their heart that they feel like they deserve success. They feel all the motivation and energy in the world to pull off their dream goal. But you're looking at success wrong, because in general, when you think about, this applies to everything as well. And what I'm about to say is very, very important. When you look at the actual end outcome rather than the journey to get to your destination, you will never walk as far as a man who loves walking. This is saying, I think this is in the Bible, I'm not exactly sure, but the man who loves the destination will never go as far as a man who loves the journey. When you paint that picture and apply it towards your own sake, you can't think about, oh my gosh, I'm very, very motivated. I want to make $1 million this year. I want to make $10,000 a month or whatever. Even a small goal, like I want to make $5,000 a month because I'm currently working a job and I hate my job. And obviously I just want extra cash flow without working too hard. That's a good goal. But when you think about that goal and only that goal, and you get super motivated, you do all your research for like a week, you're not going to get anything done. You have to look at the bigger picture of steps and actionable things you can take from day 1 to day 30, and keep on repeating that consistently over a sustained period of time. So you can't really use motivation, desire, and success as your sheer willpower to bring you motivation to succeed. You have to have discipline. You have to have a clear, logical image of what you have to do day by day to then get to your goals, if that makes sense. I can actually relate to this a lot because maybe a year ago, around this time, I was at an all-time high in terms of physique. I had the best body, and then recently, within the last 6 months, I got super small. I looked skinny, and I honestly fell off in terms of my physical peak condition simply because I was too focused on my business side of things. This was like early to summer 2024 when I kind of fell off in terms of gym and obviously what I just said earlier. So long story short, that almost made me not quit gym, but then I had a burning motivation desire to quickly get back up to my all-time best, be as strong as I possibly can, be as big as I possibly can, because obviously I was focused, I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping properly, I wasn't focusing on the tasks. But then when I had the feeling that I wanted to get back to where I originally was, I started doing dumber things that I shouldn't be doing, such as, bulking, eating 5,000 calories in a single day. And then after that, I felt very fat. And guess what happened? I started to cut literally a week after. Ate 1,000 calories, eating 1 meal a day, hopped on a carnivore diet, started lifting very, very heavy because I want to get strong again. But that's not going to help me get very, very strong. That's not going to help me get very, very fit, because you're almost rushing the process, and that burning end goal is making you do too much of the wrong things, if that makes sense. You're supposed to bulk. You're supposed to cut, but not overdoing it or not ego lifting. So you have to take a look at where you currently are, and all you have to do is focus on what you have to get done today. Let's say I want to make $5,000 a month. Okay, if I want to make $5,000 a month today, that's not going to happen. But if I want to make $5,000 a month within the next 6 months, okay, cool. What I have to do is first, number 1, pick a niche that I want to post about. Number 2, figure out how I can get a freelancer team to make these videos for me for cheap. So then I'll start researching on either Google or ChatGPT, blah, blah, blah. How do I find freelancer websites? How do I hire people for cheap? Do I need a contract? No, I don't. Okay, cool. How do I process payment? PayPal, Wise, Revolut. I research what I have to do, and then I take actionable steps for today, for tomorrow, and as long as you just improve by 1% day by day, that will compound severely. So I had this thing maybe last year around when I started my Shopify digital product selling experience, when I was also posting on my YouTube channels. I told myself, okay, every single day, if I just improve my website by 1%, whether that be today adding reviews, or the next day adding some frequently asked questions page, or the next day adding a about me page, or the day after that I add a different payment processor that allows me to process payments on Venmo or Cash App, stuff like that. As long as you figure out a way to increase your output and bring yourself 1% closer towards your goal, that will do you so much better than seeing the bigger picture, right? If you wanted to lose fat today, if you wanted to, let's say you were in the same position as me, you got jacked, and then you became skinny, and then you want to become jacked again. Do exactly what you did to go from skinny to jacked. And do not try to brute force your outcome into getting back into peak physical condition within a month, because that's not going to genuinely happen. What do I have to do today? Okay, I have to go to the gym for 2 hours, and after that I have to come home. When I come home, I have to take a hot shower, and then eat the right foods, get my macros in, eat the right protein, make sure that my system is filled with carbs, so then the next day I have energy to train even harder. That's what you have to do. This applies for anything in life, even relationships, even family issues, anything. You cannot brute force success by just seeing, oh, someone else did in a month. Okay, my turn now. I'm gonna be hyperventilated for a day. You get the idea that I'm trying to say. What's even funnier is every single day I get messages from individuals who ask me on Instagram like, bro, I'm so motivated, but nothing seems to be going my way. I am so in need of success. I really, really have to do this. I am hungrier than anyone in the world. If you were truly hungry about success, you wouldn't be where you are. And I genuinely believe this philosophy where you deserve exactly where you are in this current situation, in this current life that you're in. Because if you genuinely could not stand your situation and the position that you are currently in, you wouldn't be able to sleep. If you were in your deepest sleeps even, and you couldn't stand the pain when you were sleeping on your arm and then your shoulder was burning, even in your deepest sleeps, you would move and get out of that position. If you genuinely couldn't stand not breathing, I mean, then you would breathe. And as silly as it sounds, like, you genuinely have to move out of your current situation if you genuinely feel enough of a reason of a why, or you feel genuinely enough of a reason of a pain. So I think you're just honestly comfortable with where you're currently at. You could be, very, very discomfortable and very, very motivated to change for 2 hours, and then the rest of the day you play Fortnite, you're actually decently happy with what your current situation is like, and then you go to sleep without having any sort of whatsoever stresses on your mind. So genuinely, you deserve exactly where you are, and the universe is very, very giving. I hated my point. Like, I genuinely did not like the situation that I was in around like 2 or 3 years ago, because I was insecure with how much money I was making. At that time, I didn't have a job. All my friends were already making jobs or making money from their jobs. And I knew there was money to be made in the online industry, but I wasn't making any money. And for some people, they're okay with that. They're fine with that. But I would rather embarrass myself by posting videos on social media and get laughed at by every single one of my peers in an attempt to succeed than to not do that, stay cool with my peers, not look like an idiot, and continue to stay and remain where I am. There has to be sacrifices made within your steps and journey to get to the destination that you want to be in, if that makes sense. No matter how much of the right things you do, there's not a guaranteed definite timeline of success. You can get to your goal way sooner than you think, 2 months in, 3 months in, just like those people on social media. But it can also take you 10 years. I'm not even joking. Alex Hormozi literally took a decade to get from absolutely nothing and starting his business journeys and ventures into becoming who he is today. A decade. And some of you guys would give up after 2 weeks, 2 months. Do you really deserve your goals? Do you genuinely believe with your heart that this is not meant for you and you just aren't meant for this because you didn't see any results after 2 months? You have to understand and look at the bigger picture where you can do everything right, day by day, month by month, year by year. But that's not a guarantee you'll succeed. It will improve your chances drastically by like maybe 95% if you genuinely did everything right. But there's no guarantees in life. You could post the most viral videos on Instagram, post the most bestest viral videos on YouTube, and then get your channel terminated. You could have a client that you just got closed and pitched for $10,000, but in the bank declined it because they thought it was a false transaction, and then that client now ghosted you. Anything can go wrong in life. Anything and everything. It goes wrong all the time. You don't think people like me, people like those business owners, people with YouTube channels making tens of thousands of dollars per month just got there luckily? No. To remain in a level of high success, obviously, you have to be able to go through the constant pressures and failures that go into your way. Because every single day, you're going to get an email saying, oh, I'm going to strike you. I want you to take down this video. That sponsorship that you made a video for me wasn't good enough. I want a refund. That happens all the time in business. Way more than you think. So you thinking that this is not meant for you because you just got through one of the many, many outcomes and failures that may come into your life, you're just not built for success. So what I'm about to show you is not what typical people would just show you, where it's all just sunshine and rainbows, because we just received an email from YouTube. We got a copyright removal request from our video, blah, 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 that removed one of my videos on YouTube, which means now I have 1 strike on my brand new YouTube channel. And if you have 3 strikes on your channel, it gets terminated. So I've already used up my first strike. They do expire after 90 days. So this is definitely not a good thing in business, but it happens all the time. And this is a part of business. Not everything's gonna go smoothly. And like I said earlier in my video, you're gonna always have bumps and blocks going your way. It's normal. And if you can't overcome it and figure out a way to get around it or just move on with it, then honestly, success is not for you. So I'm gonna see what I can do to potentially appeal this, counter it, and then come up with a solution. So I think I know, because I've had this in the past happen to multiple times on multiple of my channels. I'm not too afraid of this strike. So I'm gonna whip up a email real quick to counter this notification, and then yeah. Well, we just got a new YouTube email, so I'm gonna open up that real quick. It is about my copyright strike, okay. Dear my YouTube channel's name, Thank you for your counter notification has been now forwarded to the claimant that submitted the blah, blah, blah. Now the counter, okay. Let's freaking go, boys. I'm telling you guys, there's always a remedy. There's always a solution to whatever problem you're facing. Because to put this in simple terms, if someone strikes your video and then it got taken down because of copyright, you can forward it and actually appeal it by using the law of fair use within copyright law. And if you explain how your video is only using a part of their content for educational purposes, and then you added original value from your own video, such as commentary, voiceover, demonstrations, to add a different perspective, then your video will be reinstated. And now, unless the client responds to my appeal, which they never do, because they can't be bothered doing that. It's basically a 99% chance within the next 10 business days, my video will be reinstated and that strike will be removed. So it's basically resolved now. If you guys are watching this video and you have any problems with copyright strikes on your channel, whether that be a faceless channel or any sort of channel, message me on Instagram. I can just shoot you the exact paragraph that I personally use to get away and appeal this or forward or counter this notification and then get it fixed. And so yeah, you can use a copy of the script that I use. It basically works every single time. Now that that has been fixed though, I'm thinking for now I have to do some topic research. I'm actually going to call one of my clients within the SE community, and then we're going to together run some topic research, find some very upcoming niches that are going to perform well. And we're basically going to be focusing a lot more towards very, very brand new and untapped AI softwares or just crypto based things, because those are the two highest trending hottest niches within 2025. Crypto, because there's a current bull run right now. Everyone's getting on crypto and trying to make money off of it. Donald Trump released a new meme coin that's going completely viral right now. So we're gonna, make a bunch of videos on the crypto side of niches. And then also AI is on the upcoming in the next few years. Long-term AI is gonna completely take over a bunch of jobs. I think it could even take over some sales jobs. But if anything, AI is gonna help YouTube us, because we're the ones who are going to be using AI to create these videos, and thus we don't have to hire people. And that way, we'd be running at like basically 99% profit margins. And then YouTube's going to be here to stay forever. No one's going to be using AI for entertainment. I don't have much work for now until like an hour or two when I hop on that call with Vincent. So yeah. So far, as a quick recap for 2025, it's been 28 days in, 438,000 long form views, and we generated $4,800. And it's ranging anywhere between $270 on the upper days and then downwards to $230 on the lower days. So evenly on average, $250 per day, about $500 within the 48 hours. And actually, fun fact, I worked basically 0 hours on this channel in 2025 because I've been focusing all of my topics and niche finding and freelancer work on my new channel. Because like the lot of content you make are actually like quote unquote saturated, but you still perform super good inside of those niches. I think because obviously your quality of your content is very good, but then also the specific topics that you find just naturally has a very, very high view potential. So it's like a hit or miss. When they do end up hitting, you just get really good views. But this is
I'm trying to do RPM. Like, is AI in general? Do you know what it is?
If you have an 8-minute video, it's always going to be high RPM. But I feel like AI is like one of those niches where if it's not really like financial related, but it's just like simple how to delete your AI's account, then it's not going to have a high RPM. So in general, it could be anywhere between like a $1 RPM upwards to a $10 RPM. So it depends on like the intention of the AI. If you're using it to make money, like how to make money with AI song softwares or whatever, that would do good in RPM.
There's gotta be like an AI, like we should look for AIs that are like banking softwares or something like that.
Okay, hold on, that's a good idea. Or like, let me just give me 5 AI softwares used for finances. Let's see what ChatGPT cooks. Okay, I've never heard of these before, actually. That's so interesting.
Yeah, never heard of any of them.
Whoa! I want to see how many like views Wise Explainer's getting. This guy's getting 5,000 views a day only with, bro, what? This guy has like very bad keyword research, but his most...
He started like recently. Never mind.
Nah, he started 8 months ago. But I feel like a lot of these are like okay RPM, but they're not like next level, super high, very good RPMs. Unless these start ranking. Citibank, BMO. But those are also kind of saturated.
Yeah.
Who knows? His RPM could be in like the $7 to $8 range. If like on the good side.
I don't know what the channel's called, but there's like a channel that's getting like 40,000 views a day.
40,000
is the move right now.
100%.
You want to make cash.
What's up, buddy? You tired, boy? You're a tired boy. Oscar. Oh, you sneezed 3 times in a row. That's a world record dog sneezing contest, bro. World record most sneezes in a single row. Right, Oscar? It is 8 p.m. now, very, very late, so I'm gonna actually go to McDonald's because I'm craving McFlurry ice cream. I know that's not good for you, and I shouldn't be eating it, but when you do have craves at night, when you worked a long ass day, there's nothing wrong with obviously compensating yourself and your hard work. And so I'm gonna put on my shoes, get in the car. I'm gonna wear just plain black socks, and then I could either wear my Yeezys or I'm gonna wear these ones. They're probably more comfortable, so I'm gonna just get into these real quick. Oh, actually, I opened the wrong thing. Gotta open the door. There we go. Right, well, while this car is starting to warm up... Oh, shoot, I'm actually wearing my blue light. I have to wear my glasses, so... Wow, it is loud. I like how this steering wheel has, like, this heat warming thing for the steering wheel, especially because right now in Canada, it's, like, -1 degrees. Very good for your hands to be able to... You don't have to wear gloves or nothing. I might be able to spot my parents. I think they're on a walk right now. Oh, they're actually over there. That's interesting. I just saw my parents. You know what? It's 8 p.m. I had a long day. It was pretty productive overall. My YouTube ad revenue actually did very, very solid considering I didn't put much effort into it at all today. So I feel like I have to learn to be more grateful for the things that I almost take for granted. Like, yes, I worked hard for my YouTube channel, but I'm low-key taking it for granted that every single day I'm able to even make this amount of dollars, you know, a few $100s, give or take, without putting in really any efforts now, because I put the efforts in earlier. And that's really what the reason of discipline and delayed gratification is for. If you're able to sacrifice the current time of pleasure for a greater time in the future, then in that greater future time, I'm basically reaping all the rewards right now from the hard work I've sowed for in the past. And it honestly feels surreal to me to this day that it's crazy. I probably worked less than 1,000 hours overall on my entirety of my YouTube businesses. Less than 1,000 hours. And it's paid me a lot more than 1,000 hours multiplied by, let's say, even $100 an hour. So it really is a high income skill when you think about it. And it's almost ridiculous to the point where I don't feel like I deserve the money I make. Maybe that's just me coping a little bit. I don't even know where I'm going with this talk. And I'm actually going the wrong way. This is not McDonald's. This is me going to Walmart. So I guess I'll just have to go to Walmart and then go to the McDonald's in there. So yeah, let's bring you along for the ride. Oh shit, this light's about to turn yellow. There we go. Should I park underground or in the lots? Let's park underground. Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's just, because there's really no parks around, or cars around here, I'll just park in the middle of nowhere. It's middle park as well, actually. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get out of this place. Alright, so on the agenda, we're not gonna buy anything else other than just McFlurry ice cream. It is a craving that I should probably keep and sustain myself away from, but I do not have enough discipline and willpower to sustain from McFlurry ice cream, although I did work very hard today, so I feel like I kind of semi-deserve it, but nothing else. Hopefully. One of the coolest things also about making money online in general is that you genuinely have ultimate freedom to do whatever you feel. Obviously, outside of the work that you have to almost mandatorily complete, you basically have the entire day free. It's 8 p.m. Normally I should be probably doing homework or working at a job, getting ready for the next day, setting an early alarm because I have to go to work. But now I can technically sleep at 2 p.m. and then wake up at 1 p.m. the next day and then start work at 3 p.m. if I felt like it. I could also fly to America and go hang out there for a week, which I'll probably do very soon as well. But I just come to Walmart because why not? Well, I got a cheeseburger as well. Shut up, don't worry about it. This is one cheesy cheeseburger. Alright, so while I sit here and eat my ice cream, I wanted to talk about what successful students inside of my community have in similar traits. For you to succeed, you have to have brute sheer willpower and the ability to continuously go even when you don't feel like going. I've had students come in here, get results really, really quickly, make a bunch of money very, very early on, but then when things start to stagnate, they immediately stop showing up to calls, they stop DMing asking for questions, they stop posting videos. And week by week, month by month, they've lost all of their speed and traction. And I've had clients who kind of were on a complete plateau for 3+ months, 2 to 3 months. By month 4/5, because they kept on showing up to the calls, they kept on implementing the work and strategies and trying to improve day by day. They're growing exponentially now. And you know who you are. I'm pretty sure you're watching this video. So I'm talking to you right now. Good job on you for not quitting. All it takes is consistency and the sheer willpower to continuously push through. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the hardest working. You don't even have to be smart. All you genuinely need is consistency and the ability to never give up. Even if you think about it in terms of the animal wildlife world, for you to survive, you don't need to be the fastest or the sharpest or the biggest. You just have to be better than the slowest and the weakest, and the ability to constantly make sure that you are moving from safety to safety, so you don't get caught up by the enemies. This on a 8 p.m. Monday night. Well deserved? No. Well worth it? Oh yeah. Bro, I don't know what's going on with this bull run or crypto, whatever. My entire portfolio is down so horrendous. Minus 66, minus 196. Everything is in the red because I actually no clue why everything is in the negatives, but one of my crypto portfolios is not doing good. And honestly, I say this time and time again, but I don't think I'd be able to stomach the vitality, however you say it, of crypto if I didn't have cash flow. Cash flow is number one. Cash flow is king. The guarantee that I'll make money tomorrow and the next week and the next month is so much more important than a big number that is just on the screen, which you can never grow or, continuously add to the pile. I'm also following this one meal gig where I'm not eating, 5 hours before I sleep, just so that way I can be able to digest my food a lot better and have a better sleep and therefore have more energy and have a better recovery for the next day to be more productive and get more work done. So definitely recommend you guys trying that too. I'm not a advisor or a doctor by any means, but try your own due diligence. Appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys do want to work with me one-on-one, or you want to just learn more about how this YouTube evergreen business model works and how you can potentially get into this as well in 2025, I have a free video training, which will be in the link of this description, as well as a pinned comment. So that goes over A to Z exactly how I started, my journey, and then how I could potentially help you as well in this space. And so definitely give that a watch if you want to. My back hurts, I have to sleep. Goodbye.